Hello and good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to UTAR webinar. My name is Rishman from UTAR Division of Program Promotion. Okay, so before we start our live webinar, allow me to wait for another few minutes here to let our friends who are yet to join us today to enter this platform. Because I believe there are more people to come and we would like them to join us because we don't want all of you to miss any single content from today's session, as this is important in helping you to make your decision for your study pathway. Believe me, this will help you a lot, okay? But before that, maybe I would like to show you a video of our UTAR Cyber Open Day. I believe that all of you know that currently we are doing Cyber Open Day from 8th of August until 30th of August from 9 AM to 5 PM. So basically, Cyber Open Day, it will be held online where students and parents can connect with us through a series of interactive activities. And this webinar is one of it, okay? So I will show you the video now. Please enjoy while waiting for other participants. Give me a second, yeah. Okay, guys, so I hope that you enjoyed the video. So it's very interesting, right? Okay, so I guess everybody are here. So let's start. Okay. Again, thank you for joining us today on the live webinar. Again, good afternoon. My name is Rishman from UTAR Division of Program Promotion, and I am the moderator for this webinar. So with us today, we are so lucky to have Mr. Chun Min Wai, which will be our speaker for this session. For your information, a little bit about our speaker. Okay, Mr. Chun is actually the head of department in the Department of Arts and Social Science from the Center of Foundation Studies, or we call it CFS in a short form lah. And he's actually based in Sungai Long campus. All right. So today we will be talking about UTAR Foundation Program. This is important as we all know that after SPM, you will have few options to decide on your tertiary education or PREU such as Form 6, if you would like to consider for STPM or maybe diploma. And if let's say you get a very good results, you might be offered to matriculation, or maybe even you choose A levels. So these are all the options for you. We never know. Okay, and there is basically one option for you to consider, which is a foundation program. And today you don't need to worry, as we are here to tell you detail about the foundation program, or in Malay we call it program asasi. Okay, and before we start on the content, let me brief you a little bit on the flow of our webinar session. So basically this webinar will be divided into two parts. So the first one, we will have our speaker to talk on the topic about 35 minutes or less. And secondly, after the topic sharing, there will be Q&A session for about 15 minutes. And if let's say you have any question, please click the Q&A button below the screen here. And please make sure that you don't post your question in the chat box, because we might not be able to see it, okay? Please use the Q&A button to drop your question. So at the end of the session, maybe the second part of the session, we will share the question and we will try to accommodate your question. And please take note that due to the limited time, we may not be able to answer all of the questions. Only the selected questions will be answered. Okay. In overall, the duration for this session will be less than 1 hour. For your information, this webinar, we are using Zoom as a platform, and at the same time, we are also live on our official UTAR for You Facebook page. So if let's say any of your friends are yet to register in Zoom, please feel free to inform them to join us at Facebook page UTAR for You, as they can see us from there as well. All right. So yes, now without further ado, let's welcome our speaker, Mr. Chun Min Wai. Please welcome Mr. Chun.
Yes, hello everyone. Okay, let me share my screen. I have another screen to share with you before I begin. All right, so I suppose you can see what I'm seeing right now. So first of all, welcome to this webinar series, and good afternoon, everybody. I'm glad, okay, and also we are so glad that you are here today to know more about UTAR, especially our foundation program. Yeah. So before I start, I would like to introduce myself. All right. So my name is Chun, okay, Min Wai. Basically, a little bit about myself here. Basically, I graduated from UTM with a Bachelor of Psychology, majoring in Industrial and Organizational Psychology. And I've also graduated from UPM with a Master's in Science, majoring in Developmental Psychology. So basically, I've been working with UTAR for the past 6 years already. So at the same time, holding a position of the head of department in the Department of Arts and Social Science in the Center for Foundation Studies, okay, in Sungai Long campus. So basically, this is me, yeah, and I've been the head of department for almost 4 years and more, okay. So if any one of you who are listening to this webinar, if you have any questions, yeah, after the Q&A, possibly you have additional question that you want to ask, feel free to drop me an email, all right? So my email address is actually at the bottom of the slide, yeah, chunmw@utar.edu.my. So if you have any additional questions that popped up later on, you can email to me. I will, try my best to assist you in whatever I can. Or if you want to know more about our foundation program, yeah, after this series, you can also call in to us at this number, yeah, 90860288. Extension 282. 282 is to our foundation office. So if you want to know more about, in detail, yeah, about our foundation program, yeah, so you can also call in that number, all right? So basically, this is me. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide here. So what is foundation program, by the way? For your information, foundation is actually a preparatory course, yeah, designed for students who graduated from SPM or with SPM qualifications or equivalent before they enter or enroll themselves into our UTAR degree programs. So basically, foundation program, from the word foundation, yeah, it serves as a foundation, yeah, a preparatory course, okay, to build up students' knowledge before they specialize in their degree later on, okay. So foundation program has um, some equivalent, yeah. For example, like very similar to STPM, all right, matriculation, or maybe A levels perhaps. So these are all equivalent programs, at this level. So foundation is one of them. Okay. So in UTAR, basically we have a foundation program, right? Maybe some of you may ask, oh, okay, why some universities they offer A levels, some they have diploma programs and all. But here for UTAR, we have foundation programs, yeah, because these are all, depending on the university themselves, on what kind of programs that they want to offer. So happen in UTAR, we offer foundation program, right? So why foundation program? Of course, to share with you more, our foundation program in UTAR, it's actually a year, okay? So it is fast track, right? So within a year, a student can complete their foundation program and move on to their degree program. So in 1 year, usually we have 3 trimesters. Okay, we have 3 semesters. We call it trimester. So in these 3 trimesters, students will be able to learn a total of 14 different courses, or in other words, 14 subjects. Yeah. So in these 3 semesters, we have 2 long semesters and 1 short semester. So basically, in these 3 semesters, students will learn all the 14 courses in a year. Yeah, so that's why it's very comprehensive, because we cover most of the crucial subjects, yeah, before they move on to their degree program. All right, so that's what makes our foundation program very comprehensive. Okay, so I will also brief you a little bit on why is it so comprehensive. I will also go into some details of those subjects that a student will take in a certain degree program. And of course, it is enriching. Okay, why is it enriching? Because we are focusing on holistic education. So when a student enters UTAR, they are not only bound to study in classes, and also do their assignments and tutorial classes and all, but at the same time, we want students to learn something out of the classroom. For example, like, we have clubs and societies where students are able, and also they have a chance to mix with other students, okay, from other courses, from other degree courses or foundation courses, to learn together and to participate in all the activities that we help for the students. So basically, here in UTAR, not only students are exposed to classroom settings, but also on soft skills, yeah, because to share with you a little bit more, one of the requirements for students, yeah, to graduate from UTAR later on is to accumulate a certain number of soft skill points. So it's a must for students to so-called, participate in organizing activities, participating in charity work and all that, in order to gain all these soft skill points. Yeah, not only in participating, but also participating in webinars, yeah, participating in training programs. So these are the things that students along the way they accumulate, yeah, before they graduate. So that's why it's an enriching experience for students to come to study in UTAR. Yeah. With you here, basically this is how it works in foundation. So we have 3 trimester structure. So the first, the most recent one, or the closest to us right now, okay, this is the intake that we have. So for next semester, we will be starting in on 28th of September, lasting until 10th of January. So usually in this trimester, usually in the October, okay, we call it the October trimester. This is a short semester. Why? Because the teaching week is only 12 weeks, yeah, for this semester. But if you look at the subsequent semesters, it is 14 weeks each. Yeah, so these 2 semesters, we label them as the long semester. So basically, in 1 year, foundation program offers have 2 long semesters and 1 short semester. And of course, with that teaching weeks, usually we have 1 week of exam, all right? And we have, as after exam, usually students can go for their semester break. So semester break depends on the intake, yeah? So for the coming October intake, yeah, your teaching week will be 12 weeks, all right? Including 1 exam week will be 13 weeks. After that, you will have 2 weeks break before we move on to the following semester in January. Yeah, so basically these are all the dates here. Okay, so for those of you who are interested later on to register and to enroll yourself with us, these are the dates that you need to pay attention to. Okay, so 28th of September will be our first class of the semester. Okay, our first class will start on 28th of September. It's a Monday, right? And then last until next year, January. So that will be our timeline, okay, for our semesters. And then moving on, okay, a little bit about our foundation program. So for your information, we have two types of foundation program. One is foundation in science, another one is foundation in arts, all right? And basically we have two campuses, okay? So both campus, one is in Sungai Long and another one is in Kampar, Perak, all right? So these two campuses here, we offer the same foundation programs, yeah? Foundation in science and arts in Sungai Long is the same as in Kampar. Yeah, so basically both campuses offer the same degree, foundation program. Yeah, one in science, one in arts. So what do we have in science and arts? All right. So how do we differentiate, and also how do we divide our students into? They are actually put into different streams. Yeah. So for example, in foundation in science, students will be put under either physical science stream or the biological science stream, depending on what degree program that you are choosing. Yeah. So basically, it's a little special here. When students are interested to apply, okay, to study in UTAR, usually they will need to choose their preferred degree program, right? So with that preferred choice, students will be put under, our program here in foundation. So basically, if a student is interested in studying engineering, for example, so we will put students into the physical science stream under our foundation program. Or if a student is interested in health sciences, for example, like MBBS, nursing, physiotherapy, then we will put students into the biological or health science stream, yeah, under the foundation in science. So same practice here happens in foundation in arts. So for example, if a student is interested in studying finance, all right, accounting, okay, international business, then usually these students will be put under the management and accountancy stream under foundation in arts. Yeah. And what happens, in this stream then, for example, students who are interested in studying corporate communication, yeah, English language, or maybe, design, all right, architecture, okay. So they will be put under arts and social science stream. But of course, architecture will have some, some exclusion here. It applies in both foundation in science and also arts. But for those like, designs, game designs, all right, graphic designs, English language and all that, psychology, then students will be put under the arts and social science stream. So basically, I am one of the HOD that, taking care of the arts and social science stream. Yeah, we also have two different HODs in foundation studies. Yeah, so basically this is the structure of our foundation, right? Science and arts. And with this, we have different streams, okay, in these two programs. So moving on, what kind of courses that, students in foundation in science and arts study? So basically, we want students to be all-rounder. Yeah, so that's why if you look at this, this slide here, if a student is enrolled in this foundation in science, basically they will have to study, basically all the general papers here, okay, your physics, your biology, chemistry, and so on. Yeah, take a deeper look at these courses here. Yeah, so if you look at this slide, you can see that students are to, to take all the core courses. Yeah, communication skills paper, okay, English paper, maths paper, organic chemistry, and physical chemistry. So these courses here, or these subjects here, are compulsory. That means all students have to take, yeah, regardless of in which stream that you're enrolled into, either the science, either the engineering stream or the health science stream, right? So everybody has to take this. And then what happens, okay, if they are, let's say, they're interested in engineering degree program. So if a student is interested in engineering program, then they will have to take this set of courses. Yeah, it falls under engineering science. That means students will have to take this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 subjects or 7 courses. Yeah, on top of all these 7, they have to take another 7 here under engineering science. Yeah, why? Because students who are going into engineering degree program, yeah, they will have to take, like, for example, mechanics, yeah, thermodynamics, okay, waves and inorganic chemistry. And on top of that, they will have to also take biology 1 and 2, right? So why biology 1 and 2 is here for engineering students? As I've mentioned just now, we are looking at holistic education. So we want students to be an all-rounder, yeah, so that's why biology 1 and 2 is also included for engineering students, okay? But of course, not as complicated or not as deep, all right, as compared to the biological science subjects. If you look at biological science, this set of courses here are catered for students who are going to study MBBS, physiotherapy, okay, nursing and all that in their degree. So if a student is enrolled, then they will be put under this stream. So they will have to take these 7 subjects here, including physics, all right? So not saying that, oh, okay, if I'm going to study MBBS, I will have the chance to skip physics. Not like that, all right? We want students to learn, as much as, they can. So that's why we want to produce all these all-rounder. That's why, they have to learn something about, physics or biology in that sense. Then what about technological science? All right. So this technological science, okay, this set of courses is actually a new set, all right? We created this set is to cater for students who are later interested in IT-based degree program, yeah? So when students who are interested in IT-based degree program, then they will be put under this stream as well, okay? It's also under the engineering science stream, but under the technological science instead. Okay, so these are the things that they are going to take. If you can look at it, they will study more on IT-based courses, for example, computing technology, introduction to data analytics, and also programming concepts and designs. So it's a little bit different from the other 2 sets, you see. So yeah, that is what the program is for Foundation in Science. Then what about Foundation in Arts, for those of you who are interested? Okay, so these are all the general courses. So let's look at something detailed about it. So the same practice here, students from Foundation in Arts, they will have to take all these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, 8 compulsory subjects, yeah, or courses with these electives here, okay. So elective, of course, is for catering for specific students, okay. For example, if let's say you're interested in studying international business or finance or accounting, yeah, in your degree. So you will be put under this management and accountancy program, okay? So taking a total of 14 courses in a year. So these are the things that a student will have to study: financial accounting, management, all right, maths for business, economics, and also macro economics, okay? So basically, these are catered for students who are into the management and accountancy faculty, yeah? And then what about, those who are interested in studying psychology, early childhood, all right, corporate comm, broadcasting, and all that. So those students will be taking a different set. So they will be taking the social science set, all right? So these are the things that they are going to study, yeah, to cater for them in their degree later on, all right? And then the last one, of course, but not least, those who are taking designs later on, okay, the designs, okay, graphic design, game design, yeah, architecture possibly, they will be taking this set instead, yeah, including the core courses. Yeah, so total, you will have 14 different courses, and you will, students have to take, have to take all these 14 courses before they can proceed to their degree program. Yeah, and what about this set here? Okay, Chinese studies. So Chinese studies, for your information, this set is only applicable in Kampa, all right? And for graphic design and multimedia, this set is only applicable to Sungai Long campus. Yeah. So those students who are interested in studying Chinese studies, yeah. So these are the courses that you need to take, right, when you enter our foundation program together with these core courses. Yeah. Total 14 courses, right? So yeah, basically these are all the courses that a student will have to learn. Yeah. In that 1 year, okay, with us. So just a little bit about our staff in Center for Foundation Studies. Basically, we have a total of about 180 staff, yeah, from 2 campuses. And our minimum qualification basically is bachelor's degree, right? And about 1/3, or I mean, it's moving towards 2/3 now, is having master's degree, yeah, as our qualification. So these are what our dynamic are. And at the same time, okay, what to expect, yeah, if a student enroll with us, right? So here in our foundation program, of course, our lectures and tutorials are there. Okay, these are, I would say, the conventional type of learning, yeah, where students will be, put into a lecture hall, all right, and lecturer will, lecture in front of you, yeah. So you will sit for about, 1 to 2 hours of lecture for a particular course, and at the same time, after lecture, we will have tutorials, all right. So tutorials usually are smaller in number, all right, and usually what have been discussed or what have been, taught in lecture halls, we will put it in practice in tutorials. Yeah, so basically in tutorials, students will need to do some exercises, yeah, but in a smaller group, all right? So that's, I would say, the conventional type. But of course, at the same time, we have more than that, okay? We have practical classes now. So practical classes include your lab, all right? Your studio practical rooms, all right? So these are the practical classes that we are talking about. So students will be also be exposed to psychomotor skills here, where students are required to learn, lab skills. Yeah, for those who are taking foundation in science, or for those who are taking designs, you will have to learn your psychomotor skills as well to learn how to draw and color. Okay, so those are on practical side, and of course, we are also exposing students into presentations. Okay, so students will be exposed to or have chance, yeah, to present their work, their assignments, basically. To the lecturers and also their friends, right? So that is also what students are required to do. And of course, to have presentations, you will need to have to work in a group first, yeah, because usually presentations are group work. So group work, you will learn how to work with groups, all right, from all walks of life, yeah. And of course, during the group work, you will learn about discussions, yeah. And usually these discussions here are not only bound to discussing with your friends, yeah. We will also have sessions where students are able to discuss with their lecturers, you see. So these are the things that students can learn throughout the 1 year here with us. And of course, at the same time, we also have debate sessions, yeah, for a particular course, all right? There are a few courses which we have like debate competitions and all that. So that is also part of the learning here, all right? So yeah, these are the things that students can learn from us. And at the same time, what about the experience, especially the online experiences? Yeah, of course, we have our physical library in both campuses, okay? And at the same time, we do have online library resources where students can just, go into our library website to look for online resources, either ebook or journal papers, okay, and all that. And at the same time, do not worry about, having no access to internet, because in both campuses, we have Wi-Fi access, yeah, for students and staff, right? It's fully equipped. And of course, we do have computer labs as well. Yeah, we have, I think, 3 in Sungai Long campus. Yeah, it's all fully equipped with computer. Yeah, all is accessible to students. Students can go in and use it, right, for their classes as well. And at the same time, we have platforms, right? E-learning platforms. Yeah. So in this platform, yeah, I'm talking about this web-based learning environment. So in UTAR, we have Webble in short, we call it. So we have this platform where students are able to access, yeah, this platform to retrieve all the information that the lecturers have uploaded for them, yeah, in terms of, extra information or extra video clips or extra exercises. Everything will be uploaded to this platform. So students will gain access to this platform as long as, they're an active student there. They can get all this information from there, and also they can do all the exercises in this platform. Yeah, and of course, as lecturers, me myself, yeah, we are always keeping an update on our e-learning materials, because in this platform, yeah, we have a second version of this platform where students can learn offline. Yeah, that means students can, they can stop and start whenever they want, yeah, to learn a particular topic. So in this platform, all the materials are there for students to gain access to. Yeah, it depends on the students' speed of learning. So some students who are slower in nature, they can pause and play whenever they want. Yeah, so just to keep up with the sessions there. So we have that kind of platform as well for our students here in UTAR. Okay, what about the different experience in in foundation studies? Yeah, for to be specific. So in Center for Foundation Studies, not only we have the conventional type of learning, yeah, in the lecture room and also in tutorial rooms, but we also have a lot of different activities where students can learn, outside the classroom. These are a few examples here. Basically, these are the things that we are, doing, and also will continue to do in the coming years. We have mathematics and science fair every year, yeah, where students are exposed to different experiments, yeah, and usually students are the one who conduct all these experiments to share with other students in the university. Yeah, so this is something that to increase the knowledge of STEM education. Yeah. Another example of this is the external STEM activities, yeah, where students are exposed to our annual fair, CalESF. Yeah, students are also there to help us out with all these experiments to educate the public that the importance of STEM, yeah, in our country. So these are the things that we usually do, okay, and also currently is doing. And we also have public speaking competition, yeah, as an extra or a different type of learning here. Students are exposed to such a competition. Yeah, of course, we have it internally where students, foundation students specifically, will compete with each other, yeah, in this public speaking competition. So usually the judges are from the faculty. The faculty staff will come and be the judge to give constructive feedback to our students on where to improve and what can be done to better their public speaking. So these are the experiences that students can learn with us. At the same time, we also have one very interesting competition, I would say, the marketing competition, okay, the marketing of a product. So this happens almost every semester where students, it's part of their assignment. So they have to create a product, all right, and to establish a marketing strategy. Okay, what are the things that they need to focus on to market their product? So they are given like 1 day, yeah, to market their product, in the vicinity of our campus. And the judges will be, everyone who actually is interested in this competition. So they will come, they will vote for the winner. So the one that has the best vote or the most vote wins in this competition. So it's basically, to have students to practice their persuasive skills, yeah, or the marketing skills. Okay, so that is also what students do in CFS. We also have community outreach projects where students go out to help, schools, orphanage, old folks home. All right. So these are also part of our projects throughout the year, and also external competition participation. We have a few dedicated lecturers. Yeah, always bring students out for all these external competition. Yeah, the most recent ones were the maths, kangaroo competition. Yeah, Olympiad maths. So these are all the competitions that we have every year for our students. So these are the extra things that I would like you to know, that not only we are doing it conventionally in the classroom, but also we are taking it out the classroom to have all these experiences for students. Yeah, so it's a very good experience, I would say, for students to learn in that way, right? So that is what you can expect in CFS. And then at the same time, okay, what about some guidance here? Because some of you, I believe, some parents, especially those of you who are listening, if you are parents, I do believe that you of course is concerned, yeah, because you are sending your kids to UTAR, and probably you are not someone local, okay, maybe you're from other states, so you are worried that your son or daughter are living alone, can they cope with their studies and all, do they have friends and all that. I can reassure you, all right, that don't need to worry, because we have such a service, yeah, where students can come to talk to us, yeah, if they face any difficulties, yeah, because we have about 5 to 6 qualified counselors in Sungai Long campus. Yeah, so those of you who needs counseling session later on, it's always good that students can look for them at the student affairs department. So we have trained and qualified counselors. We have about 6 of them, okay, currently. And at the same time, what about academic matters? So academic matters, we as lecturers, we are assigned to take care of a few students, yeah, under our care. So usually we have about 20 to 30 students, okay, under our care. And we are called the academic advisors, because students, when they come to us, usually they will have to have a conversation with their academic advisors, usually our lecturers ourselves. So what do we talk about? We always talk about, whether students can cope with their studies or not. So basically, students have to meet their academic advisor every semester, just to make sure that, everything is in place. No students, it's playing, truant here. Everybody is on the same page, so that students will not, skip classes and all that. So-called they are at least being monitored, by their lecturers. So yeah, that one is also taken care of. Then at the same time, maybe there's a concern whether your kids or your children can blend in with the culture in UTAR. Don't worry, because we have the peer mentoring program, right? So what is this peer mentoring program? So this mentoring program is assisted by students, okay, especially their seniors, yeah. So for those so-called seniors, they are also students on their own. So they act as a mentor, yeah, to teach or so-called assist our new students who comes into UTAR to learn. They will tell them, okay, wow, what do you need to do when the time comes, all right? Where do you get the form, all right? What to do when you want to apply for this and that. So usually they will help them in that way. Yeah? These are the peer mentors. Yeah? So these are the services that we have at the personal level for the students. Yeah? Okay, just some images here, just to show you that, in case that you do not know where is UTAR. So basically, this is our Sungai Long campus. Okay, of course, it is situated in Sungai Long. This is one of the building that we have. Yeah, this is the KB block. We have also another block. We call it the KA block, right? So that KA block is actually, it's where it is taken, this picture. Yeah, KA block is behind or in front of this building. Okay, so our foundation studies, okay, all the students from foundation will study in this block, yeah, at this block. So that is for Sungai Long campus. And then this is in Kampa campus. So basically Kampa campus has a building on its own for foundation study. Yeah, so this is the Kampa campus. All right, just a few images here to show you that, these are all the facilities that we have. We have a total of 5 labs, all right, 5 labs in foundation studies. Yeah, so this is, I think, the biological lab, right? And then we have 3 computer labs, right, in Sungai Long campus. So usually our computer labs can fit up to 40 students, yeah, at a time. Sometimes it's only 30, yeah, because we want to, maximize the learning experience. So that's why we have about 30 students in a computer lab, yeah. So okay, let's move on there. So yeah, the main question here. So why make UTAR your choice? Of course, the first reason is reputable, yeah. Everybody knows, what is or who is UTAR, okay, and what UTAR is. So of course it's reputable, everybody knows that. And of course, at the same time, we have a good track record here because the current statistics, okay, shared by the president, saying that we have about 97% of employability rate. Yeah, so it's a very high employability rate there. So it's something proud, yeah, to share with you there. And at the same time, of course, we are also famous for our affordable fees. Yeah, so the next question is, a lot of parents are asking, how much is the fees? Of course, it's affordable, way affordable. Yeah. So this is what we offer to the public here. So our fee structure for foundation programs, yeah, for a year. Foundation in arts, it's 10,150 ringgit, and for foundation in science, as stated there, 10,400 ringgit. Yeah. So these fees, it's going to be divided into 3 different semesters. Yeah. So don't worry about paying one lump sum there. So it will be counted in semesters. Yeah, so that is the total fee for foundation program. All right. So I believe yeah, I'm finishing my briefing here. So for those of you who are interested, okay, you may want to get your application form later on. Just to take note again and to remind you, our next intake will be in September, yeah, the end of September on a Monday, 28th of September. But of course, for those new students, yeah, you will have to come in a week earlier, all right, due to orientation. But of course, if let's say we have a shorter duration of orientation, you will be informed as well, yeah. But just to note here, your first class will start on a Monday, right, on the 28th of September. Yeah. So if you have, if you want to get more information, okay, you can always visit us at UTAR website, all right, at www.utar.edu.my. Or if you want to know more about foundation studies, you can go to our CFS website, all right, as stated here, okay. Or if not, then you can also like us on Facebook to get latest announcement and also updates from us. Yeah. So basically, that is all from me. So thank you so much for your attention, everyone. I will pass this back to Rizman. Yes. Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chun. I believe everybody have some input. In fact, a lot of things that they learned from you today. Okay, so now we will proceed with a Q&A session. And before that, kindly refer, for all of you guys here, kindly refer to the chat box as I've pasted the link for evaluation form on this webinar. So we would like to seek for your kind cooperation to fill up the evaluation form, and at the same time, we will start the Q&A session. Let me see how on here. All right, so it's already there. Please feel free to fill up the evaluation form. Okay, so now let me have a look on the question. So far we have 2 questions here. Okay, maybe this one we need Mr. Chun to help us. Okay,
Right,
hi.
yeah,
Okay,
sure.
Mr. Chun. So the
Yes.
first question, any difference or not? Because my friend here asked, our friends here asked, any difference between Sungai Long campus and Kampa campus or not in terms of teaching materials, exams, and etc. Maybe you can explain a little bit about this one.
Oh, okay. Actually, not to worry because in terms of syllabus, yeah, that means teaching materials, your notes, all right, your lecture notes, your assignments, even your final exam papers, yeah, these things are all the same, exactly the same, yeah, for both campuses because we do share all the materials with each other. So basically, what you have or what you learn in Sungai Long campus is exactly the same that you will get in Kampa campus and vice versa. So basically, it's the same. Yeah. So in that terms, you don't need to worry about the learning materials because we share them with our colleagues, from both sides. Yeah.
See, so I guess it's not an issue lah, right? So
No,
even
it's not
though
an
the
issue.
degree later on will be in Sungai Long, if they say their hometown is near to the Kampa northern side, for example, maybe they can choose to Kampa campus, right, for their foundation. Then after
Yes,
that, they can
correct.
go to Sungai Long for their degree. So it's simple as that.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So for those of you who have any any inquiries about, oh, what if my degree program is in Sungai Long, so and then I'm far away from Sungai Long, so do I put my son or daughter in Kampa campus, and then transfer them to Sungai Long later for their degree program? So it's also up to you. Yeah, you can also choose to study in Kampa for a year before you come to us in Sungai Long, or vice versa. You can also study here for 1 year and then go to Kampa for your degree program because at the end of the day, foundation studies syllabus, yeah, it's the same, yeah,
Yeah.
for both campuses.
Okay, so we have one question from our friend here, Rule Yastuti. I think we just now you explained actually, but let me read her question lah.
Yep.
She asking if we study foundation in Kampa, do we continue our bachelor's degree in Kampa or have to transfer to Sungai Long? This one.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
let me answer lah, Mr. Chun.
yeah,
So
sure, no
basically
problems.
for this one, Rule Yastuti, basically the degree program location is fixed. You can look at the list of our programs in our brochure or in our website. For example, in foundation, you can choose whether you like to go to Kampa or Sungai Long. But later on, when you do a bachelor degree, if let's say the degree that you choose is in Sungai Long, then you go to Sungai Long. Let's say you are choosing accounting for your bachelor degree, but your hometown is near to northern side, which is maybe you will choose Kampa to study, right? Then you just do your foundation in Kampa. Then after that, after your foundation finish in Kampa, you will go to Sungai Lok for your accounting program. So meaning to say that for bachelor degree, the location be based on the program that you choose lah, and it is fixed. Only that foundation you have option to choose. Okay. All right. So I hope that answer to the question lah. Let me see another question here. Okay, we have another question, yeah, Mr. Jun?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, maybe this one I need help.
Okay, no problem.
So can students change their degree program after enrolling to our foundation program?
Oh, okay. You mean if students they decided to change their initial choice of degree program when they enroll in foundation. So, for example, if let's say some students they choose, let's say, degree program A, then after studying 1 or 2 semesters in foundation, they found out that the degree program they want to enroll to is not it's not the thing that they want. All right, so they want to change to a different degree program. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So the changing of degree program can be done during your studies in foundation, or after you complete your foundation. If you want to do a program transfer, we call it, you can also do it. So basically, there are some flexibilities there. So yeah, you can do a program transfer.
See, okay, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Mr. Chun. We have okay, one new question here by Tan Hui Liang.
Okay.
He's asking, can family enter? This is a bit, out of topic, but it's a general
Oh.
question lah. He's wondering whether family can enter UTAR Kampa during registration.
I think of course can, right?
Yeah. Okay. So it
Definitely can.
depends. What do you mean by registration? Is it applying to UTAR? If let's say you like to apply to UTAR, we have limitations actually. Not everyone can come to our office. So because at the moment we are still practicing social distancing.
Yep, of course.
You can bring your family to look at our campus, but not everyone can enter lah. Yeah. And in terms of let's say you register, if let's say you apply to UTAR, you get an offer during orientation. Let's say you want to bring a family, we do understand. They can come, but whether they can come into the campus or not, I believe later there will be SOP on that, and our student will be informed. Okay. I hope that answered to your question. Yeah. Okay. So let me check if we have another question. So far, we don't have any more questions. So I guess that would be it. Right? Okay. So before we end our webinar today, I would like to thank you again, Mr. Chun, for the knowledge that you are sharing with us. We really hope that our participant here, you have jotted down the inputs, and it will help you in deciding your study pathway, because we would love to see you here in UTAR and shine bright as a UTARian. Yeah? Okay, so last but not least, today's webinar for information also be recorded at our official Facebook page, UTAR for You. So for those who have not visited our Facebook page, UTAR for You, you can go tell your friend, like our UTAR for You Facebook for more information, for latest updates. And for further inquiry, you may contact us through our social media, WhatsApp, WeChat, also Facebook. Yeah. So with that, thank you for joining us today, and have a nice day. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.